Everything just shifted, and almost nobody saw it coming. While the mainstream media was busy watching K-pop dominate the charts, the Filipino powerhouse SB19 was quietly rewriting the rules of global music. We're talking sold-out stadium shows, billions of streams, and headline spots at international festivals. But then, a strange connection appeared. A viral, seemingly casual interaction with Simon Cowell's brand-new boy band. Is it a coincidence, or something much, much bigger? Because when someone like Simon Cowell starts paying attention, careers don't just grow, they explode. What if SB19 didn't just rise? What if they triggered a massive global cultural shift? If you think this is just about a hit single, think again. This was a calculated change in trajectory. The exact kind of move that separates ordinary pop artists from generational movements. SB19 dropped a project that functioned less like an album and more like a declaration of absolute control. Wakas at Simula. It closed a creative chapter while simultaneously opening a new one, beautifully blending conclusion with reinvention. The inclusion of re-recorded tracks wasn't just a play on nostalgia. It echoed a massive, growing global trend where elite artists reclaim ownership of their masters. This single project positioned SB19 within a much larger industry conversation about power, independence, and autonomy. Then came Emoji, their powerhouse collaboration with Jalansai. This wasn't a regional crossover meant to stay in Southeast Asia. This was a deliberate alignment with established Asian pop dominance. The message was subtle but entirely undeniable. SB19 was no longer trying to break into the global market. They were already operating inside it. Every production choice, every collaboration, and every release strategy pointed toward a group thinking far beyond charts and casual fans. This project was engineered to capture the attention of global entertainment executives, industry strategists, and international stakeholders. And once that level of the industry starts paying attention, the rules of the game begin to change. At this stage, calling SB19 a successful Filipino group feels completely outdated. The sheer data alone dismantles that narrative. With over 1 billion streams across major platforms and a touring footprint spanning North America, the Middle East, Asia, and Oceania, SB19 has moved into a rare category that very few non-Western acts ever reach. Their concerts aren't just performances. They are massive, large-scale, sold-out events proving real hard demand, not just inflated online popularity, but the defining shift. Their inclusion in the Lollapalooza lineup, this is not just another stage. Lollapalooza is a globally recognized institution historically dominated by Western headliners and top-tier international acts. For a P-pop group to enter that specific space signals more than just representation. It signals acceptance at the highest level of the global music circuit. They are being placed directly alongside global giants, competing for the exact same audience, the same primetime attention, and the same cultural relevance. And once an artist reaches that level, a different kind of attention follows, one driven not just by fandom, but by strategic industry influence. This is where the story stops being straightforward and starts becoming incredibly intriguing. SB19 appeared in a casual TikTok interaction with December 10th, the highly anticipated new boy band backed by none other than Simon Cowell. On the surface, it looked insignificant. Just another cross-group social media moment. No official collaboration was announced, no massive strategic rollout, just presence. But in the music industry, moments like this rarely exist without context. Simon Cowell is not known for random associations. His entire legendary career has been built on identifying global potential early and positioning it for maximum impact. Think about the blueprint. Cowell is one of the ultimate architects of modern pop success. Responsible for building acts like One Direction and Little Mix, carefully constructed global products that dominated multiple markets simultaneously. Cowell does not wait for trends to peak. He identifies them while they are still forming. If SB19 is even remotely within his field of vision, it changes the entire interpretation of their rise. It means they are no longer just succeeding independently. They are being evaluated as part of the next major global wave. The media often tries to place SB19 within the shadow of K-pop. But that comparison completely misses the point. SB19 did not replicate the system. They stepped completely outside of it. While traditional K-pop is famous for its highly structured training systems, centralized management, and tightly controlled creative direction, SB19 moved in the opposite direction. They transitioned into building their own label, 1Z Entertainment. They took absolute ownership not only of their music, but of their entire artistic identity. Instead of being products of a system, they became the operators within it. They control their sound, their messaging, and their long-term strategy. That level of autonomy is incredibly rare for groups originating from idol-style backgrounds. For global investors, this distinction is everything. Systems can scale quickly, but they rely heavily on corporate structure. An artist-built empire, on the other hand, signals sustainability, adaptability, and ultimate longevity. SB19's moves aren't just standard expansion. Their collaboration with Sai opened a direct gateway into the broader Asian market, while Lollapalooza positioned them on Western-dominated stages. Simultaneously, tracks like Bisa reflect deep themes of mobility, identity, and global struggle, giving their discography a layer of real-world relevance. This is multi-directional expansion. This is how global empires are built, but their most profound move. They expanded beyond themselves by introducing Zanara, a brand new act developed under their very own management structure at 1Z Entertainment. This signals a transition from being performers to becoming the builders of the system itself. SB19 is no longer dependent solely on their own output. They are creating a pipeline. This is the exact blueprint used by major global entertainment conglomerates, but executed by artists who rose from the ground up. For years, the industry has searched for what comes after the peak dominance of K-pop. Now, the signs are clear. P-pop is stepping into that space, and SB19 is at the absolute forefront. The timing, the independence, the strategic interactions, and the creation of Zanara all point to one undeniable truth. The biggest cultural shifts are rarely announced with massive headlines. They begin quietly behind the scenes until the world finally catches up. And right now, the world is rushing to catch up to SB19.